Hey, this is Rick Kasalj, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, what I wanted to go through are the 5 best exercises for balance. So balance is super important, and it's a huge issue, especially if you're over the age of 65. So when you hit 65, your causes of death changes. So when you pass 65, what happens is your number one cause of death is falls. And in order to prevent falls, especially if you're over 65, it's really important to work on your balance and improving your balance. And these 5 exercises will help as well. Now, along with the balance, it's super important if you're under 65, especially if you are recovering from any kind of lower body injury, ankle, knee, hip, or back. Having good balance is important, and also having really good balance is very important when it comes to strengthening your core and abdominal area. So there you go. I've gone through a couple reasons why balance is important. Now let's go through the exercises. I'm going to bring Kaya up, and she's going to start off with the first one, heel to toe. Okay, so there she's gone through like 2 repetitions. So how are you going to break this down? So you're going to stand nice and upright. Good. So nice and upright, head, shoulders, hips, legs in a straight line. Then you're going to move one foot in front of the other. And that might be at the level that you're at. So now we've changed your base of support. Instead of it being side to side, you have one in front of the other. Now we can make that a little bit more difficult by adding movement. Good. And by going with that one foot in front of the other, when you're moving one foot from behind to the front, you're standing on that other leg fully. Good. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets are going to be 1. Repetitions, it's more about time than repetitions. We want to do the movement for about 30 seconds. The intensity is light, and the purpose of this is to work on your balance. Now, moving on to the second exercise, this is side step. Good, there you go. Kaya's gone through 2 repetitions. So once again, starting off with really good posture, head, shoulders, hips, legs in a straight line, balanced on your feet, legs are underneath your hips. Then Kaya's moving from stepping from one side. Good, stepping with the outside foot, landing, bringing that other leg in, and then maybe one more, stepping and in. Good. Now, looking at this one, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets are going to be 1. Repetitions, once again, it's more time. You're looking at about 30 seconds. Intensity is light. Now, the purpose of this one is to target balance in a different direction. So the first one, we looked more at forward direction. Now with this one, we're working more on side to side direction. Okay, now moving on to the third one, this is grapevine. Perfect, so there's 2 repetitions. So with this one, once again, starting off with nice balance, nice posture, head, shoulders, hips, legs in a straight line. Then you're going to move, cross the one leg over, and then back together, over, parallel, and then across again. And then you would go the other direction, and the other leg would be crossing over. Perfect. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets are going to be 1. Repetitions, once again, it's going to be more time-based, 30 seconds. Intensity is light, and the purpose of this one is to progress the exercise when it comes to balance and challenging things when it relates to balance. Okay, moving on to the next one, weight shifts, number 4. Good, and relax. So with this one, Kaya is standing nice and upright, got that great posture, head, shoulders, hips, legs in a straight line. Legs are underneath the hips. Then she's going to shift her weight over to one leg, and you can see she starts off with just like the toe on the ground. Yeah, so the toe on the ground kind of balancing. Then she wants to lift that foot off, and she has all of her weight on that one foot, and then she's balancing and really working on having that foot, knee, and hip in a straight line. And when it comes to the pelvis, it isn't moving, it isn't dropping, it isn't hiking. It's nice and perpendicular to the floor, sorry, parallel to the floor. Perfect. And then you go from one side to the other side, and it's normal for one side to be better than the other side. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets are going to be 1. Repetitions, once again with this one, we're going to focus more on time. Want to build up to 30 seconds. Intensity is light, and the purpose of this exercise is to build on the balance and challenging more of that single leg balance. Now before we get to the last one, Kaya's demonstrated everything away from the wall, but you can do the exercises closer to the wall if you don't feel comfortable being in the center of the room going through the exercises. So for example, looking at the first one, like heel to toe, you can move to the wall. You have the wall there for support and guidance, and then you can go through the exercise. So you can be touching the wall, or you can have the hand hover. So the hand's just off the wall, but it's there, the wall's there if you need help. So kind of going through those exercises that we have gone through. Heel to toe, like side step, you could be like facing the wall, stepping side to side, and then looking at grapevine. Grapevine would be the same thing. You've got the wall's there to help balance you, but then also if you hover the hands away, the wall's there if you need it, reaching out for it. And then the same thing would apply with the weight shifts. So with all of them so far, we can utilize the wall, and then even with the 5th one, we can utilize the wall. Okay, now moving to the 5th one, this is leg lifts. Good, and back down. So this is building on the one before. So once again, starting off nice, great posture, head, shoulders, hips, legs in a straight line, legs underneath the hips. Then you're gonna shift your weight onto one leg. You're gonna bring that knee up, trying to bring that knee to the hip height. You've got hip, knee, and foot in great alignment, and then you're gonna hold that position. Good, and then back down. Perfect. Thank you very much, Kaya. Now with that one, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets are going to be 1. Repetitions, once an hour, we're going to focus more on time. So looking at like 30 seconds. Intensity is light, and the purpose of the exercise is to challenge things even more when it relates to balance. So there you go, give those exercises a go. We started off easy and we went more and more challenging, and select the level that you're at and really work on your balance when it comes to like forward and back direction, side to side direction, and then also standing on one leg. So that's it. This is Rick Casalge from exercisesforinjuries.com saying take care and bye-bye.